John Bush here with the SovereignBTC podcast, your guide to the practical side of everyday Bitcoin use. This is episode number 50. Went back and counted them up. We did an initial 18 back in the day. We did a podcast series for the Unconventional Living Tour up to New Hampshire. We did one for the tour out to California and back. And now we're at episode number 50. And I got a great show for you guys today. Today I'm going to do a recording of a write-up that I did about LTBCoin, the rewards token for the Let's Talk Bitcoin network built on the Counterparty platform. I'm going to talk about what it's all about, how it works, how you can interact with it, how you can set it up, what you can use it for, what I've used it for, and the value that I've derived in interacting with this awesome new token. So before we get to that, I want to shout out our sponsors. Check out Green Revolution Cooling, grcooling.com/Bitcoin. They do liquid submersion for mining equipment. So with difficulty going up, with the price going down, in order to remain competitive, you definitely got to stay innovative, stay on top of the latest technologies. Liquid submersion is one of those that'll cut your costs, make your equipment more efficient. Check them out at grcooling.com/Bitcoin. That's grcooling.com/Bitcoin. I also want to thank Roberts & Roberts Brokerage Incorporated for their support of SovereignBTC. They accept Bitcoin. They got an awesome, slick, sleek online store. You can check it out at rrbi.co. Get yourself some silver dimes, some silver eagles, some gold Krugerrands, and you can use Bitcoin. Sound money for sound money. Again, that's rrbi.co. So without further ado, folks, actually, let me go ahead and throw that magic word in for you. We're going to hit you with the magic word. This one's going to be a simple one. It's LTBCoin. LTB, no space, COIN. LTBCoin. That's a tribute to LTBCoin, which this podcast is all about. So without further ado, let's hit you with my tale of my interaction, my love of LTBCoin, and how you can use it too. As a podcaster and content creator on the Let's Talk Bitcoin network, I was excited to hear about the new token Adam B. Levine was visioning. Being part of the initial distribution of the coin made it all the more interesting. Excitement aside, like my experience with Bitcoin, it wasn't until I actually started using LTBCoin that I truly understood its value. LTBCoin is the proprietary rewards token for the Let's Talk Bitcoin network. The token is created using Counterparty, a free and open platform that allows users to create their own currencies, setting rules for their dispersal and standards for their use. Through Counterparty, LTBCoin utilizes the Bitcoin blockchain as its ledger and its means of transfer and authentication. The token is rewarded to participants in the LTB community in exchange for the user engaging in a variety of actions. Instead of issuing the tokens to owners of mining equipment, verifying transactions through a process known as proof of work, coins are issued to community members for creating content, also known as proof of value and proof of quality, participating in the audience, proof of participation, and working to build out the LTBCoin platform. In my role as a podcaster and entrepreneur, I've used LTBCoin in a variety of useful ways. It's easy to get set up, and the experience is both fun and rewarding. How to get set up to send and receive LTBCoin. First, visit counterwallet.co and generate a free multi-wallet that holds Bitcoins, LTBCoins, and anything else built on Bitcoin using the Counterparty protocol. With one click, you'll generate a secure 12-word password. You'll want to keep it safe as it's your private key. Once you've created your password, log into your wallet and you'll see 3 brand new Bitcoin addresses you control. Copy one of those addresses, then head over to letstalkbitcoin.com and log into your account in the upper right-hand corner of the page. Inside your account, you'll have a few options, one of which is My Profile. Click on that, and at the bottom of the page, you'll see the place to put your LTBCoin address. Paste your newly created Bitcoin address, save the change, and you're done. Podcasting, privileges, and magic words. Another exciting Let's Talk Bitcoin feature, powered by Counterparty, is the issuance of tokens for the granting of access to privileged places and activities within the LTB website. For example, a group of core podcasters was sent a podcaster token, which allows us the ability to post on the front page of letstalkbitcoin.com without needing the articles to be published by an editor. I was later issued a LTB100 token by a community member. This gave me access to an exclusive forum for the top 100 LTBCoin holders. I managed to amass a good deal of LTBCoin, posting 2 to 3 podcasts a week during our recent Unconventional Living Tour, in addition to being rewarded as part of the initial disbursement for my original 18-episode run of SovereignBTC. This same phenomenon, the issuance of privilege-granting tokens, could also be used to grant access to physical locations with RFID cards or QR scanners and badges. Through our most recent Unconventional Living Tour podcast series, I got my first taste of using magic words. Magic words are words or phrases shared with the LTB audience by a podcast host, so the audience may then enter them on the back end of their LTB account and in turn be rewarded with LTB coin. The purpose is to incentivize participation and gauge listenership. It was fun to come up with difficult and theme-based words that tied in with some of the particular podcasts I was producing. Sometimes I would make puzzles out of finding the words, although quite a few listeners took offense to that. There are in fact many participants who scan the podcasts and comment on the posts just to receive LTB coin. I think they may be missing the point. How I've used LTB coin. In the past few months, I've used LTB coin to assist in furthering my home businesses, the SovereignBTC podcast and the Liberty Beat. The first time I used the token was tipping someone who helped me restore access to my counterparty wallet after an update occurred that made it difficult for old users to access their accounts. After that, towards the end of our second Bitcoin-only Unconventional tour, an LTB community member made us some awesome graphics and collages. We tipped him LTB coin to show our appreciation for his art. I then contracted with the same artist to produce graphic advertisements for a SovereignBTC and Liberty Beat sponsor and paid in LTB coin. Currently, I'm working with another listener to compile a list of prospective sponsors and will be paying him yet again with LTB coin. For anyone interested, at the time of this writing, I'm still offering LTB coin for graphic design work and list making. How you can use LTB coin. For starters, LTB coin holders can trade their tokens for Bitcoin. At the time of this writing, the exchange rate is 38 Satoshis for 1 LTB coin. For those of you in the marketing and social media world, in August of 2014, 2,000 LTB coin could get you 100 Facebook likes. Also, a Bitcoin PR company was recently offering press release writing services in exchange for LTB coin. Looking for a good laugh? You can even buy original jokes with LTB coin. There is an excellent and easy-to-use market process in place on the Let's Talk Bitcoin forums. If you're seeking to acquire good or service using LTB coin, there's a thread for that. If you wish to offer goods or services in exchange for LTB coin, there's a different thread for that. I've found the LTB community to be inclusive and very helpful, so don't hesitate to jump right in. You can find the links in the post associated with this podcast. LTB coin is an innovative and radical approach to community building and audience participation. I've personally benefited from this new token and have had an enjoyable time using it. I strongly encourage you to set up a counterparty wallet and join the community today.